they're in the locker room at the halftime, and LeBron's team's losing by like 1,000 points, and like the Looney Tunes are all just like oh no, we're gonna lose, we're gonna be deleted or whatever the fuck the consequence was. And then like Sylvester comes in out of nowhere. He's like, guys, I found him. And then, like, everyone's like, no. And they're like, I found the one. And then like the music starts playing. It's like,
Squad Pod. Squad Pod.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 52 of Squad Pod. We got an awesome episode. 52 is a year if we would have done this in consecutive order, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So
we did, took a month off, man. Sometimes you have to give yourself a break.
Number actually means nothing. So
it does to me.
But you know,
I actually, weirdly enough, for a year, and you might know this, Evan, I just looked on how many views per date the channel has. Do you guys know the answer?
No.
like
No? 3. What would be your guess?
wait,
Your
views
honest
per
guess.
day or like
No. Views per date. Like, we've been out for a little over a year.
Okay.
Every view
Like-
we've ever got accumulated.
1,000.
Oh, every view?
Every view.
Ooh, does
one,
that include
one of our
the
videos
short?
have it out. Yep, includes everything.
Okay.
One of our videos is
Like,
out.
okay, 2,000.
I was probably gonna say like
yeah,
on
that
that.
first video, the first 3 got a lot of views. So I'm gonna say like 4,000.
5,000. It was
5,000?
5,200 and something.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
5,000 in a year.
That's like
It's like-
100 a day.
It's like
100
100
a
an
week.
episode, basically.
100 a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
We'll take it.
Okay. I'll
Listen,
take that. That's pretty
Thanks
Tap
good.
everybody who watched
Now,
the
Thank
video.
you very much.
Tap that, and congratulations to all of us. Pat on the back. Tap that has been around longer. Now, we don't put out as consistently,
Mhm.
and we only have 2,000, man. Like, we're way below it, like 3,000 short below
Really?
it. Really, man. And I feel like we do a pretty consistent like trend on each video, you know?
We
Like-
have a lot of videos.
It's a lot
That's,
more.
That's true.
We're putting out 2 to 3 a week.
Yeah, it's
And then
different projects.
Now we have Mondays as well, so like that's another factor into it. Like we do
Yeah.
have a lot of, which is a good thing. Like you
Oh,
got
yeah,
lots of different shit out here,
Yeah.
5,000. So congratulations.
shit.
I like it.
All
Nice.
here. That's like 7,000 total. I'll take it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All
Thanks
of us.
everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Hope,
Thank you all.
Hope you were subbed, everybody. Make sure
Yeah.
to sub if you're watching.
5,000 views.
thank
Where's all
you,
them
but if you're not
goddamn subs?
subscribed-
Yeah, where's all them subs, man? We got 5,000 subs right now.
What do we got? 64
Something like that. Yeah, it's in the 60s.
in the 60s. So how
It's
many?
up from last
once
month,
we get
so
69,
it's
we'll
an
have
improvement.
a celebratory event.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're getting 69. It's gonna be very good. Very happy.
After that, it's to the moon, you know?
To the moon.
If we hit 70, we're gonna have to piss off a person.
like, hey, unsubscribe.
I'll unsubscribe.
I don't think Cody follows us.
What?
I think it's Cody, man.
Cody.
I don't think
Cody.
You know why? Because when he was here, I caught him when he was filming Tap That 2 times ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, you're not subscribed to Tap That? And he's like, oh, yeah. So he subscribed to me, and I was at 75 subscribers. And then like 2 days later, I was down to 74 again. I was like, motherfucker's left, I think.
Doesn't want to see our videos in
Who
his
goes
feed.
out of their way to unsubscribe? Like,
Wait.
Somebody unsubscribed, though.
That's
We're
whack.
back up to 75, though. But it's okay.
You have to work for that. Every time that one goes down, you gotta bring him back.
oh,
It honestly angered me a little bit.
I
I'm not
gotta
going
put
to lie.
out 6 more videos.
Are you sure Cody just didn't like unsubscribe when he left? He's like, I don't want this shit in my.
That's what I think it was.
As soon as he left.
That's crazy, man.
All right.
Well,
But
anyway, anyone who has subscribed, thank you very much.
Yeah. And anybody who is watching that isn't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
appreciate it.
We got.
You don't have to have notifications on. I
Yeah.
mean, just hit the subscribe.
That's
man.
That's cool, too.
Takes 2 seconds.
Not even.
Not even. We're
To
right
be
there.
fair,
Right
you
below
don't
the
even
video.
need notifications. We got this stuff on a schedule. It comes out.
Yeah.
This comes out at 3:00 every Friday. That's all you need
Yeah.
to know.
Friday.
It's ready to go right when you get off work. Ready to go for the weekend. That's the plan anyway.
Get off work at 3.
I'm saying it's ready
I'm
for
so-
when you get off work. You know, you gotta think of all the different the different time zones. You know, the UK will be getting off work around that time, so
Yeah,
you know.
great.
I have fan base over there. I don't know.
You
Might
never know,
know.
man. It could happen.
Got to check the analytics.
Shout out to all the UK peeps.
Yeah, man.
Shout out
I'll
to
take a
you.
look at that then.
Because we were up long on that podcast as well. But by the way, go check that out. It was a
Check
great
that out.
podcast.
Great podcast.
Getting some good views on that one as well.
Yeah, because she went on Twitter and shared it, and like a lot
Awesome.
of people are responding well to it. It seems.
Awesome.
Very nice. We should have talked
Very
about that in the
thankful for
beginning.
that as well.
Yeah, go follow Sarah Marshall and check out the last podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Great episode.
But yeah, so I did have a little mystery that I had to solve today, which I have come down to. I'm wearing this hat.
World's
And-
okayest dad.
I can't move. Yeah,
Okayest
world's
dad.
okayest dad. Yeah,
Not
very
great,
very
not a
flattering.
bad dad. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm
You're
alright.
man.
okay.
You're okay in my book.
So we're coming back. We took the kids to the park. I had to get my driver's license renewed and everything. So we went to go take the kids to the park. Got the mail. Brittany's like, "Did you order something?" I'm like, "No." So she hands me this package, and right away I can feel that it's a hat. Like, I'm like, "Okay." So I open it, and it's this just from this random like dad apparel Instagram page with this hat in it. And like the card, I wish I would have kept it. I would have showed you guys. But it was like liked by your mom and 69 others. Like, but it was like an Instagram post. Like that was the ad. And then it had like something written below it or whatever. But anyway, I'm like, where did this come from? Like I thought it was one of you guys. I thought it would be one of you guys, but I don't know. You guys, most of you came down to the beach. Sorry you couldn't come, Vernon. I'm sorry it didn't work out. Thank you again for that. That was just awesome. But I'm like, nah, they wouldn't have done that. Like, that's a little weird. But anyway, it was Cal. So
Okay.
yeah, I messaged. I didn't know who else it would be at that point. That was my second guess. It was first one of you guys, and I thought maybe it was Cody or something. Just like from the Navy ship, just being like, he'll get a kick out of this. Because the one day Cody just shows up at my door and hands me some 49ers golf balls. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, okay.
Evan's like, I don't even like the 49ers. Just kidding.
They're all right.
Oh yeah, I am a 49ers fan.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about, Alex? I've been a 49ers fan since the day I was born. I bleed whatever colors they are.
Red? Red? Yeah, most of us do, man.
I bleed whatever colors they are. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, man. But yeah, so yeah, they said they were scrolling on just some like random ass Facebook page and just bought it and just sent it to me. Have you
That's
guys
pretty
ever
funny.
done that though? Like been scrolling through like a Facebook page or like getting an ad on Facebook or Instagram and just bought something?
Yes,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Any of it good?
No.
I've been scammed.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh my
I've
god.
been scammed.
No, it's all come for me, but
There's like the one time I did it, I didn't get what I ordered, and they even like messaging them, never got anything back. It was only like $15, but it is what it is.
But still.
Yeah,
I've gotten a couple. I've
it was
gotten
over Christmas.
I think I got a hoodie that was like an Assassin's Creed hoodie, and it was the cheapest shit I've ever touched in my whole life. It was like paper. I was like, what is this? And it was so small. I was like walking around like, how this hood like goes over his head. The hood barely went. The hood was like my fucking haircut. My haircut, my hairline, dude. It was like way up here, like fucking looking like Vegeta. Awful.
Wow. That sucks because this hat's
Yeah.
actually really nice.
I was like, oh, nice hat.
I kind of
Can't fuck a hat up.
Well, it's good you got a good hat out of it though.
So,
Yeah,
Alex,
for
why
real.
you got straight up scammed?
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. It was like some kind of gift that I was like, I thought it would be cool for for Christmas. It was
Yeah.
just like these little, like these glow in the dark balls that you can lay on the ground and throw them at the ceiling and they stick and then they fall down. And it's
Oh.
just like something stupid, just like these like glow in the dark like sticky balls you can throw against the wall and they
Yeah.
drop and stuff. It was like $10, I think. And I bought them, and they just never came. And I like over the course after they didn't come after a couple like 5 weeks, I messaged them, didn't hear back. Messaged them again, and still didn't hear back. I still haven't heard anything.
Oh my god!
I got scammed. It is what it is.
And they
I
didn't.
just
They
never
didn't
gonna
give you your
buy
money back?
shit off of Facebook again. I didn't get nothing back.
Dude, I would have went to the bank at that point. I mean, I know it's only $15, but like,
Yeah, it is what it is. I wasn't that worried about it.
Yeah.
they don't deserve it.
Don't deserve it.
They don't
They
deserve
scammed
my
me.
money.
They got me. I've been beat before.
I go to court, sue them for $15, and pain and suffering at that.
Don't. Just I'll be on like Judge Judy or whatever. I'll
Just-
come up with like small claims court.
You gotta come in with a case like, I was gonna get this gift for my girlfriend, and she needed these so badly, and it actually ruined our relationship.
She broke up with me.
Yeah, I'm homeless now.
That's
Like,
all
she
she
just
wanted
kicked
for
me out.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You know that?
My gift
You ruined our Christmas.
Yeah. I had to
Not
get
only
her
did you-
balls that stuck to the ceiling that didn't glow in the dark, and
Not
she
only
wasn't
did you
happy with it.
Steal my $10 or $15. You ruined her Christmas. You ruined my life.
Screw my life.
You ruined my life.
You spent
I need
one
$5
shot.
million.
That might make it a
5 mil.
little better. $5 million.
Yeah,
might do
I'm
it.
seeking $5 million in damages.
$5 million.
I'll settle for 2, but
So, sold.
I'll settle for 2. Yeah,
Settle for
yeah.
two.
Settle for 2. Spend $15.
oh my god,
That's your lawyer speaking.
You know what though? There's probably been some crazy things that have happened like that.
Oh, I'm sure, man.
Crazy ass like little claims that have gone way out of proportion. That like if someone just
Like the
didn't like, fork up
McDonald's
the money.
coffee thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the hot
McDonald's
coffee
is in the
thing.
wrong
Or hot-
with that, though, man.
It was like super duper hot, like way above.
Yeah, it was like
regulation.
extra
What
hot.
should have been. Yeah.
Well,
also,
no, but I'm just saying, like that
but yeah,
was like
it
a
is.
$3 cup of coffee or $2, however, and then she bought
Billions.
millions. off of that shit.
She asked them to just pay for their
Justice
her medical
is served.
bills, and McDonald's said no. She didn't even sue him at first. She just asked him to pay for her medical bills. She got like 3rd-degree burns on her legs.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And McDonald's was like, no, we're not paying for your fucking
Like,
your
oh, yeah.
medical bill.
All
And
right.
a lawyer was like, what? They sued
I
up.
am willing to
Alright.
take on your case there, man.
I'm sorry, you said this was McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Happy to
wrong.
help. Pro bono.
They were in the wrong. Welcome.
I'll take one pro bono case for the year. This will be it. It'll make me famous. I could never be a lawyer, man. No, did you hear? Speaking of lawyers, did you hear Bob Odenkirk collapsed
Yeah,
on set
man.
filming Better Call
Yeah.
Saul?
Hospital. Apparently, he's doing okay right now, but he's still in the hospital. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That
I
is
saw that
crazy.
shit.
That happens often. Like the actors get some sort of like medical emergency on set.
You see it more, like I see it more with like concerts, like these old heads that are just still doing shows, like
Mhm.
collapsing on stage.
Think about being on under all
falling
those
off
lights.
stage.
Like
Yeah.
all those lights, even a slightly dehydrated dude is probably gonna bake you.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like,
god!
you
Yeah.
up there for hours.
Yeah. Maybe he's like did the same shot 10, 15 times. He had to run into a building. He's exhausted. Yeah. Shit happens.
Especially
Yeah.
anything action related. You know that. I mean, if you're having any sort of heart problem, I mean, he might not have known it or anything, but I mean, that's
Yeah.
just only going to exacerbate it. It's just going to make
I
it.
think Harrison Ford's out there trying to kill himself by doing like Indiana Jones still
Oh
and
my
shit.
God.
Yeah. And flying planes.
Tom Cruise, I think they just trying to kill themselves doing movies.
It's
Yeah,
like,
man.
I need to go out like this.
Yeah,
And
this is the
anytime
way I
it's
want to go out.
successful, he's like, damn. Like, speaking of Tom Cruise, I was just
Harrison Ford's been in like 3 or 4 plane crashes.
in the last like 5 years.
Yeah,
type of
there's
shit.
like 3 of them. He's the one that's flying. So it just seems like he just wants. He's trying to kill
Yo,
himself. He's
I was just watching
Damn
the Tom Cruise shit yesterday of him like underwater, like holding his breath for 6 minutes or however long it was, like for Mission Impossible.
oh
And I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. He actually like trained. I think he trained for 6 minutes. Like that was the record, but for the shot, it was 3 minutes. So they like overtrained.
So-
But like he held his breath for 6 minutes underwater. I'm like,
On-
God damn.
on a tangent from that reminds me. I remember like late night one weekend, like a while ago. I watched a YouTube video. And it was like this. It might have been like a magician, like might have been like David Blaine or something. But he taught these like just regular people, 3 dudes, how like to extend holding their breath underwater, and he got them to go do it regularly, and then he had them like do these certain exercises, and then like he like breathing exercises, and then he got them to do it again, and they were able to hold their breath for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes underwater, whenever before they were only able to do it for like maybe 50 seconds or something.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. Like they're doing like these little breathing exercises, and then you're able to hold your breath like a minute more or 2 minutes more. It's crazy.
That's an excellent
crazy,
skill to know
man.
how to do. Like,
Yeah.
That could really not harm you in any way knowing that information. I would like to know it.
You have to search it up.
You never know when you're
I
going to
don't remember
drown.
Train yourself.
Train
think-
yourself how to
I
hold
think the
your breath.
panic of drowning would induce you first. I think it'd be hard to like stay calm in that situation.
Gotta
Yeah.
remember David Blaine while I'm drowning.
David Blaine.
What did he say? What was the breathing?
Oh wait, I'm underwater. I can't
What did I suck in?
Oh shit, I'm underwater. I can't be thinking about it. Looking it up on YouTube. How to.
Instead of calling 911.
I'll do that after.
David Blaine survived. Just
God, dude.
They're going to
Dead.
find your phone and be like, what the hell?
just looking up how
It's
to
just still gonna be on YouTube.
playing
It'll
the
still be
video.
playing.
through.
Oh my god.
Damn it. He almost made it.
Yeah.
He was right there. He was 30 seconds away from what he was supposed to do.
He could have just called 911.
Vern, I actually had some shit I saw and I was like, usually I don't see some too crazy news, but this was wild. And I thought it would blow your mind if you didn't already see it.
What?
But I don't know if you saw Dubai is making artificial storms because of the
man.
heat, the extreme heat that's going on right now.
They said they're like shocking the clouds or something like
They're
that.
using like drones and shit. It says with
drones
temperatures
are
by
sending electric shocks through the clouds or something.
yeah.
It's
How
creating
are we not believing in
rainstorms.
chemtrails?
That's
Like,
what I'm
we speak about-
saying.
Like, how people not believe in
Right? For
chemtrails?
years, they're like, "Oh, there's no way you can control the weather," and now Dubai's like, "Yeah, we control the weather.
Yeah, we can make it rain.
We make it rain all the time, bro."
It says like temperatures in Dubai have been reaching up to like 115 degrees.
Yeah, I saw
and-
122, man.
Oh shit. And the UAE is using a technique called cloud seeding where they launch a drone into the clouds, determine the precise voltage required to make them release large droplets, then zap them with generate heavy rainfall.
Bro, that's crazy, right?
It is
Like
wild.
that's some scientific shit right there. That's
That's
some
wild.
crazy shit.
It's wild. They create
I
storms.
think
out
that
here.
could be so beneficial for like areas like Vegas that wouldn't get so much rain, but like
Yeah.
Dubai especially, stuff like that. It's pretty fucking cool. But like Alex said, how do they expect us to not believe
In
it?
like
Some shit.
40 years, 50 years, we might have to get rain specifically
Maybe
from that whenever because global
Maybe
warming.
this is how they reverse climate change. Just we make the climate.
Make it
You
rain.
Just it's all right. Just make the climate.
So I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over my cat meowing. So it actually works, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
it
The
works.
downpours after.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They like determine the voltage that they need to cause the storm, and then you just zap a cloud. It's weird.
That's crazy.
With a
Cool.
drone, bro.
So
That's
I
so
guess now imagine
With a
If-
drone, bro.
imagine okay. We reverse it.
Well-
So hold up. A big ass hurricane's coming. And
See,
we
that's what I'm afraid of.
absorb
Send the
the
drones
shock.
into there to like just
Yo, if we can start creating hurricanes and shit, the military's
Right.
gonna start using that shit,
They're
dude.
gonna
Just like
weaponize
sending that
tsunami
shit in.
weaponize the weather.
hurricanes.
Yeah,
Oh my
That's
dude.
God.
scary.
They're
That's scary.
weaponize it.
Like,
They
hey,
turn the
man,
volcano on and
we're
destroy
gonna-
Pompeii or something.
causing forest fires and shit.
We gotta go into this. It'd be much easier to go in under the cover of fucking rain. Make it rain.
That's crazy though. Like how? Like
Why
They
even
would
go in at that point? Flood them out.
Let
Like-
them out. Use a
Well,
tsunami.
You don't have to do
hurricane or
anything.
something.
Just keep zapping the clouds and it'll take care of itself.
shit.
It's just
That's
gonna be
some
like
crazy shit. Military's like what?
everybody's just making it rain. It's just gonna be raining forever.
They're gonna start
everywhere
building
now.
the ark, raining for
And
40 days
NSA's
and 40
listening to
nights.
this, like write that down, write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
You ever see Cloudy with a chance of meatballs?
Yes. There we go.
That's
Yeah.
what we need. Okay, so
That's all
okay.
what happened.
We've gotten to the point where we can create weather. Now we need to create food from weather. That's
Now we create
Genius.
food weather. Okay,
Yes.
figure it out, scientists.
I want them big
Figure it
ass
out.
pancakes to fall right on
I'm
my
thinking about the
front
giant
lawn.
meatballs, like giant meatballs and
Well,
spaghetti
Get
coming
people's
down.
houses smashed in.
Oh yeah, I
buildings
want some French
destroyed.
fries.
You saw them. You saw the rest of the movie, right?
No, I turned it off.
No,
Put it off
no,
the
it's
happy
just
moment.
like,
The
this
first
is
part was
crazy.
magical. Looks amazing.
Yeah. It was amazing.
I love that
Oh,
book.
Tune into the second half of that movie. It goes pretty haywire.
I remember reading that book as a kid, and I loved it just because I loved looking at all the food.
Yeah.
The giant food, giant scoops of ice cream and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is awesome.
My
Donuts.
favorite book as a kid was such like a conceited book. It was Alexander the terrible, no good, very awful day, or whatever it was
Because it
called.
had your name in it.
Goddamn right, dude. I love that book. I was like, read the book about me again. That one.
I forget what the name of it was, but I remember there was like 2 books, and there was like it was all about like this school that was like 100 stories or whatever, and each chapter is like a different story within like a classroom or something. I forget what it was called.
I don't remember that. That doesn't even.
It was
sound...
interesting. It was like a kid's book, but it was pretty cool. I remember that from like elementary school.
Man, I love Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
But we're gonna have to bring up kids books and do another tournament like we did with the fucking thing.
We can rank Dr. Seuss books.
Oh man,
I feel like I
We
know.
can't.
Oh, I don't
Can't
know.
We
rank
could.
because there's one winner.
No, we could.
What's the winner?
I can't spoil it, man.
Well, I want to know.
It's fucking green eggs and ham, my dude.
Oh, see, I don't know, man.
Okay.
The best rhymes.
It does. I admit that is probably. Oh, the Places You'll Go is a good book, though.
Yeah, but it's touching as an adult.
Yeah,
As a kid, it wasn't as touching.
but it's,
Yeah, I'd say green eggs and ham. Okay, let's sit
Green
here
eggs
thinking
and
about
ham.
it. That
as
shit
a
is
parent,
probably.
though, when I read it, it melts my heart.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Listen,
But as a kid,
when my mom graduated college, my grandma, I always remember she got her that book. She wrote a little note in it and stuff, and it was like sweet. I was like, oh, cute.
It's just
Fine.
like
Cat in the Hat.
I don't like Cat
in the Hat's not that great. I like the second
I
one
was
better.
just thinking like that's overall like everybody loves Cat in the Hat. That's not my favorite though.
Yeah.
I always liked Walking in My Pocket.
You know what
Walk
book
in
got
the
weird? There's one fish, two fish. All right.
Red
Because-
fish, blue fish.
Yeah, because like it starts off all about fish, and then I'm pretty sure at the end those animals aren't fish, and it just goes out of hand.
It's pretty weird.
It just
man.
gets. I got a bunch of them like right behind me. Fox and Socks is messed up.
Fox
Oh,
and Socks,
Fox
Hop
and
and
Socks.
Pop.
The
Hop and
Lorax.
Pop. I
Yes,
just
yes.
read Hop and Pop tonight.
green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and
Green
ham's
eggs and
better than all
ham.
that, though, man.
I usually read the kids one Dr.
I don't know, the Grinch, bro.
That dude gets so mad.
I don't know if I've ever read The Grinch. Like, ever
Really?
read it.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever even seen, like, its illustrated. I've seen the cartoon.
Really?
I don't know if I've ever even
Huh.
seen the book, The Grinch.
Mm.
It's just like an orange cover with just him just
Oh,
mean
Mr.
mugging
Brown
on
Can
it.
Moo is a good one.
No. Green eggs and ham.
No, I didn't like Mr. Brown.
You
Can
seen
Yeah,
move.
him
none of
frying
them
that
can
sizzle
compare.
and that bacon? He's like,
Yeah,
Lorax was
but-
dope with that thick mustache, bro.
Listen,
Lorax
Green
was
Eggs and
chilling.
Ham even
Trying to
has a pretty
save
good
trees.
Netflix series that's also pretty good.
What?
It's like
They made a Netflix series out of that?
Green Eggs and Ham. Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
I mean, spoiler, he
Where's
likes
that?
it.
I watched it with my kids. Nah, the series goes like way off the fucking
I was gonna
rails, dude.
say, What,
It's not just the book. It's like way off the
Does he
fucking.
find
It's
other
basically
things he doesn't like, or he never thought he liked? Now he just starts trying shit all day.
nah. It's basically like a buddy comedy where like Sam I Am is still like this upbeat like guy, and he's still like this just like begrudging. He just like doesn't like anything. He's just grumpy the whole fucking time.
You're saying it's SpongeBob and Squidward.
Kind of, but like a whole thing. And they find like this animal that is like the secret like hunting people are trying to get it, and they're trying to like protect this animal. It's like this big
fuck?
dumb looking bird. It's pretty funny, dude. I watched it with my kids a while ago. So I was like, I watched it with my kids, and not just like because I was there in the room. Like I sat and I watched the show with my children. I was like, this is pretty good.
Interesting.
It's pretty good.
It sounds.
I'm not-
wild.
I'm not saying I'd like recommend it to you guys, like, oh, go watch it, but like, you know, for
What do you
one
think IMDb has it rated?
I don't know. Speaking of IMDb rating things, you see it has Suicide Squad is 100% on fucking Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes right
Getting
now.
really good reviews, man. I saw
100%.
that IGN and GameSpot gave it like a 9.
Yeah. It's crazy
Already.
man. It's the highest so far. I mean, it's still got a little bit to go. So far, it's the highest rated superhero film of all time.
That's crazy.
The highest before that was 97. It's at 100 right now.
Huh?
We'll see though. It's only because they're like I'm sure there's only like a certain amount of reviews out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good.
I think it looks, and I like James Gunn. So
Yeah.
that dude can he can write a buddy flick.
Speaking of movies, segue time. We
Segue?
talked about that earlier. I don't know if you saw this, but they reveal that the new Predator movie is almost done filming.
It's not
And
called
it's-
Predators either, right?
It's called Skull, and it's going to be a lot like The Revenant. With I don't know if you've ever seen that with Leonardo DiCaprio,
I
like
have
fighting
not
a bear
seen
and
that.
shit. But
This is
apparently it's
Oscar
about the
bait, so
first
next-
Predator that came to Earth. Like it's going to be like way back apparently, but it's like the first Predator that came to Earth to hunt, and I guess it's supposed to come back to like the roots of like the original Predator, where it's not just like all action all the time or anything, whereas like kind of a low key movie. I mean, it's been a while since I watched the first Predator, but I remember like the second one and on, it gets pretty like schlocky with action and everything. First
the
one's
first
kind
one's-
of it was very well paced. I mean, there was a lot of schlocky action in
It's
it, but it
schlocky.
wasn't like the Predator slice it and dice it all the time. It was like schlocky Arnold action.
Yeah.
Where he's
When
just
he-
like blasting
the fucking biceps. It's the best
Yeah,
shot
but
in
it was
cinema
like-
history.
it's unique because like the original was like an schlocky 80s Arnold action movie, and then the second half was like kind of like a very dark slasher in a way. They just get picked off one by one. They're trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm guessing it's trying to go back to that original formula. I don't know. The last one wasn't good at all. I think it was
No.
just called Predator or
It
whatever.
wasn't good.
It wasn't
good
good
at
at all.
It was horror behind the scenes. So I watched the what happened on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows what that's going to be like? On the other hand, another movie I'm pretty unsure of. They announced there's a trilogy of new Exorcist movies coming, and they're continuing the original story from the first movie. Without, they're saying like the second and like the original second and third one. The second one's terrible. Third one's good, but they can still have their place in canon, I guess. But this one is just going to be like a kind of a direct, up to date sequel, kind of like how Halloween is, the newer ones. And sure enough, it's coincidence. David Gordon Green, who directed the new Halloweens, is directing the new Exorcist movies.
Like, go to that guy. He's good.
It worked for Halloween.
He made a sequel to an old movie before. Let's do it again. But they announced like a three movie series, and it's like $400 million. They bought the rights, and that's what they're making it with and everything. And they're actually bringing the lead actress from the original Exorcist back into it. There's not much. It's not Linda Blair, the chick that was the little girl in the movie. They're bringing like her mom back in the movie. Linda Blair, I guess, isn't in it. They didn't ask her to be in it, I guess, so far. So I don't know what's going on there. There's not really like any story updates for it, but I don't know, man. I'm iffy because possession movies typically don't go well.
I don't,
Yeah, like
The Exorcist is one of the better ones, though.
Oh, The Exorcist is one of my favorite movies of all time, man. I
Yeah.
love The Exorcist. But I mean, like the ones that we've seen here in the past 10 years, 20 years have been pretty bad.
Fine. The problem is The Exorcist came out when it was a time when it was a new idea.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
not the
It's nothing
possession
like
was-
it at the time, man.
and everything after that, it's just like, you know, it's kind of a rerun of it. You know, like I've seen
Yeah.
this. You know, how much more can you do with the idea of a person
Yeah.
being possessed?
And I mean, the only reason I have some faith in it is because it is David Gordon Green and what he's done with Halloween so far. So I feel like he has a good vision for those kinds of things on what makes a horror movie work, or especially what makes something within the series work. Like, I think he can figure out what made the original Exorcist work and kind of go off of that, kind of what he did with Halloween. But who knows? I don't know. I think it would be better if it was maybe a one-off. I don't know about a whole trilogy. I don't know how
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I'm
like
thinking,
biting off a
like-
lot more than you can chew. You know,
Exactly. I mean, he's doing a trilogy with Halloween, but I feel
Mhm.
like if you're doing a possession movie, it's going to be a little harder.
also, I think Halloween is a bigger franchise. Not that The Exorcist is
Oh yeah,
popular,
sure.
but Halloween's a much bigger horror
Oh,
franchise.
for sure.
So
I
it's
feel
easier.
like it makes more sense in a Halloween setting. Like, I think we're at this point where we expect Michael to not die, but like
Yeah.
an exorcism, or not exorcism, but like, you know, a possession. I mean, I feel like it would just kind of get old after a while. You know, like why does it keep happening? Like,
Yeah, and there's really like, what else are you going to do that's new?
Yeah,
there's
like-
really not much new that you're going to be able to do. Everything's pretty much been done as far as possession movies go. I feel like the only way that you're going to be able to make it work is if you have a creepy atmosphere, which is unless it's like A24, I haven't really seen too many big budget or big like AAA studios succeed, other than like maybe James Wan, with like
Yeah.
that kind like jump scares. But I don't expect this to be like a jump scare movie.
Yeah.
I would
mean-
say to the two, I'm more excited for Predator.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
probably be a little bit more excited for Predator, just because I am very weary on what the Exorcist is going to be. The Predator, you could make like, I don't know. I feel like we would make a good Predator movie.
Yeah, Predator. He's such a cool character. It's like Aliens. Like, stop
Yeah.
fucking alien movies
It's
up,
not,
dude. Just
it's
make him
not
alien.
too hard to. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to make a Predator movie,
It's
just
not fucking
like
rocket science.
a Halloween. Just
Yeah.
put Michael Myers in a situation he's gonna like
Kill
do
things.
his thing. Yeah, exactly. It's like Exorcist. You kind of have to like give it room to breathe, let it have atmosphere. I feel like it's not gonna be an exciting movie the whole way. Like the original one, it's very slow paced,
Very.
very slow paced. So I mean, I'm expecting that out of the series, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna see that, and nowadays they're not used to that kind of shit, so they're gonna be like, this is boring or whatever. I mean, even nowadays, like you watch The Exorcist, like you get someone now that hasn't seen it to watch it, they're probably not gonna think it's like
It's
anything too
slow-paced.
exciting. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's slow paced, but they're probably not going to think it's like the scary movie we grew up to think it was,
Yeah, it's desensitized.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of
It's-
stuff that's crazier than what was in The Exorcist. Now,
I actually have that not argument, but like that thought with Marissa all the time. She's somebody who never watched like classic movies. And like I watch them with her and I try to see it through her eyes. And I'm like, man, she's seen like fucking crazy as shit because of CGI, like this isn't
yeah.
cool to her anymore. Like when I saw this for the first time, this was cool.
it was awesome.
Now she's seen fucking 10 Transformers where they've destroyed every goddamn building in a city. And like she's like, oh, okay. They blew up a submarine. Cool. And I'm like, no, that's fucking awesome.
Badass.
Badass. You just see him blow up the Death Star.
Yeah,
But it looks fake.
it's funny that you say that because like on the way home from the beach when we were driving through, like as we were seeing like the Amish community, like they were like the horse and buggies and stuff, and we were just like, they're not used to like seeing movies and stuff. Like at least some Amish, they don't watch movies. So like, what if like they like these two like teenagers, they ride into town on a date or something, go out to eat, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna go see a movie, and then they go see like a Marvel movie and it blows their minds where they're like,
they're gonna see like Armageddon or some
is
shit.
this?
Like, holy, how did they get? I mean,
How did they
I guess
do
they
that?
probably
How did they
understand
do this?
special effects. I don't know, man. It's
I
crazy.
guess,
though.
but I mean, if you had not used to watching movies or anything, I feel like it would blow your mind.
Sure. Hey, my kids sometimes, Tyler still asks me, he's like, how did they get that? Is that real? I'm like, no, it's not real, Tyler. Stop it. Like, what are you talking about? We talked about special effects before. But it's cool.
It's really cool. But that's all I had as far as movies. But I'm more excited for Predator. I'm very weary about Exorcist.
I, on the Predator thing, don't love the name. I think they should tie it to Predator somehow. And that's a personal thing because when people say Skull, it reminds me of, and I know this is personal, but you guys ever seen The Great Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and the honey pours on the map? And like he's going to school, but it like fucks all the letters up. And Owl's reading, and he's like, "Skull." He's going to Skull.
That's so specific, bro.
That's what I think about.
No,
everything. Like I can't.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking
Have you
about.
seen The Grand Adventures of Winnie the Pooh?
Is that
Yeah, but
the
like,
one?
That's the older movie.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that part. I remember Pooh getting stuck in the hole,
Yeah,
It's like,
and the gopher comes and digs his ass out. Gopher's like the best part.
Gopher's the worst part. No, it's
I just don't remember that part.
Not in the book.
because they're like looking for Christopher Robin, and he like just goes to school, and he like draws a map to it. It's a funny scene.
Skull.
He's like
Goes to
Skull, and they're just like, because like Pooh is like eating honey, and it's just like dripping on the map, and just like moving the letters. Shit. It's like, you got any more honey?
It's like, you ate all my damn honey, Pooh. Get out.
Get out.
Get out. You're
So-
a mess.
Ugh.
Clean yourself up.
I play that Disney emoji game, and Rabbit like is the special Winnie the Pooh character you have to unlock. You have to unlock all the other ones, max them all out to get Rabbit.
To get
And
Rabbit.
I cannot wait to get Rabbit, dude. No, I can't wait to get Rabbit.
don't
Rabbit
know.
would be the
I think-
last one to want to be unlocked. Yeah. I don't want to be in this
She's
game.
just gonna begrudgingly come at me.
Like Squidward.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah,
man,
he
I
is the
wish-
Squidward of the Winnie the Pooh series.
Maybe if Winnie the Pooh stop fucking with him, man. He just mind his own business at his goddamn like farm or whatever he's got going on.
He's just
Yeah.
trying to grow some carrots, damn it.
Yeah, Tigger's coming in there just like jumping. He's like, yo,
Destroying shit.
shit. Like imagine somebody just came into your house and just like fucking shit up. You wouldn't be upset too?
Piglet
Like, yo,
asking him all
get
these damn questions. Eeyore bringing his mood down. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Look at his
Feel bad.
surroundings.
Yo,
Rabbit's
man.
the most functional character
Yeah.
in that show.
He's the one got it all put together, man.
Yeah, man.
He's like
He's
the
fucking-
adult.
Maybe the owl is second. The owl seems like he's kind of a dick.
He's kind of
Wait,
a dick.
let's-
He's kind of arrogant.
Yeah,
Prideful.
yeah, he's very judgmental.
Yeah.
He's like,
He only comes in
what
to
if-
gloat what he knows, you know? Like,
yeah,
like, oh, I can help you because I'm the owl and I can do that. That's it. Rabbit's
And
down there
Gopher-
on the ground.
Piglet's just kind of annoying. He's like
Nah,
the little
see, I think-
sidekick.
I think Gopher's the most annoying character, dude.
I
Oh,
love Gopher, bro. He's so funny. Yeah.
that fucking whistle talk drives me.
Oh, that's the best part, dude. I love it.
I hate that shit.
Not fuck.
He's like,
He's like,
fucking.
let's see here, and he's like going through his like,
No,
like,
I hate him. He's like, what's the cousin, the Brady cousin that came in later, and they brought him in just because he was fucking cute. That's Gopher.
I knew who you're talking about.
Gopher
I don't
was
know
right.
his name, but that's the
He wasn't
point,
in the
I
book.
guess.
It wasn't in the book. Not in the book. Kanga is pretty fucking useless too. She never do anything.
Yeah, she's just like the mother figure.
She's just like the mom. Like,
Yeah,
Rue's
she's the
always
mom figure.
involved.
The kangaroo's got to have his mom.
Why? Nobody else got a mom?
But
Where's Piglet's
kangaroo,
mom?
He's got to have a pouch to go into.
You know, like Rue has a pouch.
I don't
He could hide things in it,
know.
like berries and shit. And then I would have got the same premise.
So there we go. He can't hide in his own pouch, though.
Tigger's the best character in Winnie the Pooh. I mean, we all can agree on that.
He's
right?
telling everybody his name, like he hasn't been there for years.
That song's catchy as shit.
It is catchy.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm
Tigger's
the
a wonderful
thing. Bottoms are made out of springs. Catchy.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
That's why kids watch fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Tigger was dope. But he
Well,
just
they
kept
even-
messing everything up.
They have a Disney Junior show, and it's My Friends Tigger and Pooh. Like,
Yeah, they just cut the
they-
rest of them.
They're just like, yeah, well, they're in it, but like they add Tigger to the title. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
he's probably the most marketable character. He had his own movie, didn't he? He was the only one that got his own movie, like the Tigger movie. It's
It's
the
a
Tigger
spin-off
movie, right?
character.
yeah.
think
That was
anything else.
yeah, it'd be hard to spin off any other character other than Tigger. I feel.
Make a real dark version of ER.
I was
End
just
it
gonna
real
say
dark.
that.
Make it real fucking like end it real dark.
Eeyore's inner thoughts, like it just goes in Eeyore's brain.
Oh my god.
It's like this early '90s emo flick.
ER's got like a flip haircut. Like
His like mane is hanging down.
Yeah.
Yeah. His one eye.
It's gotta be directed by the dude that's doing the new Batman movie.
yeah,
You know what I
dude.
mean? Make it
Matt
real
Reeves.
emo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, it needs to be cheeky, man. It needs to be the good fucking whoever directed Spider-Man 3 when he
Yeah,
got all
man.
emo, dude.
Sam Raimi.
Was that Sam Raimi?
Yeah, Sam Raimi did all the original trilogy.
That's fucking terrible. That Batman. So weirdly enough, we were just talking about Suicide Squad before you got on. I made Storm watch both of those back to back, and he came out and he's like, "Man, does it need to be that dark?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Batman. Like, of course it's dark. It does look dark.
Oh,
and
wait,
depressing."
The new Suicide Squad?
No, I made him watch the Batman and the Suicide Squad back to back. But we were talking about Suicide Squad. That's why.
You mean like the trailers?
Yeah, the trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Because
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wait, what Batman movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eager for the Batman, man. It comes out next year, I believe.
Yeah. I'm actually eager for the Flash movie too. They're bringing everybody back.
Yeah, apparently Batfleck's in it.
Affleck, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is in the bat suit. Apparently, there's
Yeah.
another Batman in it too that people don't know about. I don't know what that's up. Like, I don't know if it's Robert Pattinson. Is it somebody else? Who knows?
They're breaking this multiverse wide open.
They are, man. And then I guess Michael B.
Christian
Jordan
Bale.
like making a Superman series where he's Superman on like Krypton or something.
I saw that. Yeah. That's gonna be a show though, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a series.
Yeah.
or
Michael B.
something.
Jordan's awesome, so I'll watch
Yeah.
anything that dude's in.
That'd be cool.
Bro,
They need to
that
get
was
their
like the
shit
best part
together.
about Space Jam, bro.
Oh, we didn't
Did you
I didn't
guys
see
watch
it.
Space Jam 2 yet?
Michael B. Jordan in it though.
Can I spoil it for you?
I don't care. Michael
It's
B.
just
Jordan.
Space Jam 2. Yeah, like they're in the locker room at the halftime, and LeBron's team's losing by like 1,000 points, and like the Looney Tunes are all just like oh no, we're gonna lose, we're gonna be deleted or whatever the fuck the consequence was. And then like Sylvester comes in out of nowhere. He's like, guys, I found him. And they're like, everyone's like, no. And they're like, I found the one. And then like the music starts playing. It's like do like the Michael Jordan music.
Yeah,
and he
the
starts
Chicago
walking
Bulls.
in, and it just shows his shoes, and they're like nice ass Jordans. And he's walking in, and it's Michael B. Jordan, and everybody's just like, "Who's this?"
That's
And
funny.
that is a pretty funny gag.
I was like, that's and they're just like, they're like, get the hell out. Like, obviously don't say that, but like, get out of here. And then like the coach is just like, cut Sylvester or whatever. Like he's just like, right. It's funny, bro.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Michael
my
B. Jordan.
God.
That is a funny gag. We always like make a joke about it every now and then about like Michael Jordan made him put the B,
Yeah.
put his middle initial in there or
Put the B
something.
in it.
Yeah,
That's why they made a joke about it.
There's not many
Everybody's-
movies that could probably pull that off. Like I'm sure everyone's wanted to do that, but I feel like
Yeah.
Space Jam's the one that can be like, oh,
It
okay.
had to.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had
like,
to
you
at
can
that
do
point.
this.
Yeah.
You
You
get
had
the
you
pass.
had it in your hands. You know, like you couldn't
I
fumble
think
that
that
ball.
clip's probably online or something. You probably just
gotta
look.
be.
I am gonna watch the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get to it eventually.
I really don't have much of a desire for it, but I'm not as big of a basketball fan as you guys.
Yeah,
so-
I don't think Space Jam the originals is nostalgic to you. Like,
Oh no, I love
Yeah.
the original Space Jam. I
really?
watched
Then
that a-
why?
Oh, really?
I watched that a million times over. Yeah.
Yeah, then
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it just for that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it at
It's
some
I'm
so
point.
much different.
I'm not
and,
super interested in like the career of LeBron James. Like, I like LeBron James. I'm not not a fan of him, but like, I don't play on the Nets. I don't give a shit about LeBron James. You know, like fuck him. So I'm just watching it because it's a Space Jam sequel. Curious.
Mm.
We'll see.
So did you like
just
it, Vernon?
lower
Like
your
overall?
expectations.
I don't have high expectations. I actually think it's going to be bad, so I'm hoping it surprises me.
Go into it like, oh, this is gonna be a ridiculous ass kid movie. You know, just
Yeah.
watch it with your son. Like that's
I mean,
what
like-
me and I watched it. So like,
Space
this
Jam-
shit is ridiculous.
Dude, I watched the original Space Jam like 6 months ago with Tyler, and even then I was like,
Been a
man,
long
like,
time since
I
I've seen it.
loved this movie as a kid, and even watching it as an adult now, I'm like, this is a little ridiculous.
movie.
It's
It's
I don't know,
bad.
I'm not bad, but like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't know if
a
it's
pretty
good.
bad movie. It was like,
Definitely
it's a kid's
nostalgia
movie.
for it.
It's a kids movie. You got
kids
to
movie.
qualm your expectations.
Not a
Not
dream. It really happened.
See, like the first one's got all that classic '90s shit in it, bro. Like
Charles
first one's so much
I
better.
won't date Madonna again.
He says shit like that. Like they weren't saying nothing like that in this new Space Jam, man.
Hey, give it 20 years. Maybe Kyrie will have a podcast of his friends quoting LeBron Space Jam, you know?
Yeah, never
I
know.
don't know.
It's been like 20 years since the
He would
first
probably
Space Jam
still
came out.
pick the original Space Jam over this one because
Yeah.
he's seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch it. We'll see.
It's pretty. It's like it's all right. Like I said to Wyatt, like we were golfing. I told him the best part about it was all the cameos, you know.
Mhm.
But then you get to a point where you're like, this movie is literally just a giant ad for Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yeah,
Like,
that's
they-
what I've been
they
hearing.
Overboard with the cameos at one point. Like, holy shit! I don't even know who the fuck's in this movie. Who's this movie about? You know what I mean? Like,
LeBron
But
James has been on
do
the
they
screen
have, like,
in
a
20
LeBron-
minutes.
Do they have like a LeBron version of the intro like they did in the original? Like you remember
shooting
where like
basketball?
well,
it
not
is
like the
dope.
shoot basketball, but I mean
Yeah.
like the where they're doing like the title
Yeah.
cards where it just
Oh,
shows the
the
highlights of
cut.
his career and stuff.
It's dope. And I and
Yeah.
like they missed an opportunity to put on "Come on and Jam."
They should have. I was
Wait, they
wondering if
did?
they did like a remix of that or something.
But they do the intro, and like I'm watching it, and like I'm like, oh, please have him in a Lakers jersey, please have him. And like at the end of it, they had him in a Lakers jersey, and I was like, yeah. But like it's kind of like through his career type of thing there.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Like I said,
I figured they would do something. They should have put the "Come on to Slam."
How are they not going to
Yeah.
use that?
How are they not going to use the Space Jam song?
Everybody
It's like
get up.
their own
They should have just did a
song.
remix of it or something.
they
Yeah.
missed the opportunity there. They missed a lot of opportunities.
Sure, you guys could have did a remix of it with like
I'm sure
Travis
you could have
Scott
got
or something.
Michael Jordan to be in that movie. Like they could have fucking got Michael Jordan to be in that
I'm
shit.
surprised Michael Jordan didn't have like a 2-second cameo or something in it, or a 5-second cameo.
Maybe he turned it down.
Maybe.
Why did Danny DeVito come back?
Maybe that's why Michael B. Jordan showed up.
Yeah, that's
was
why I like
Plan B?
B. Jordan.
I
That's
heard the
one they
villain was
could
the
get.
best part. I heard Don Cheadle was great as the
Don
villain. though.
Cheadle killed that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
I heard he was great as the villain.
He did.
Did it
He's
have
the best
anything to
part.
do with Danny DeVito's character? Like, are they at all connected? I don't want to know, actually. Don't tell me. I'm going to watch.
Danny DeVito had it easy. He just had to go in and do vocals. Like Don Cheadle actually had to be there and act and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put on like mocap and shit.
Yeah. Danny DeVito just had to go into a booth and just do his lines
Smoking a
quick.
cigar while he's. I didn't know that was Danny DeVito until I was much older, obviously. You know,
Yeah.
but that's so funny looking back. That's Danny.
He was just gonna have Michael Jordan just like chained up playing one-on-one against
Like
kids,
as a
and he
slave.
loses every time. Yeah,
Like, that first one is so.
that
much
was his
darker.
goal.
Yeah, that's messed
You're gonna
up.
play
He's like,
basketball
you're gonna
here.
lose every time, and
He was
he
Disney.
can't reach the basket or whatever. The kid just has like these stairs that go up.
Shit's crazy, bro.
Funny, man.
It's great. Love it. I can watch that shit
Should
right
have got
now.
Bill Murray in the new one.
I
Should have had
know.
him back.
Man, they could barely get Bill Murray in movies he starred in, let alone
Yeah.
movies he was a sidekick in.
He just does those Wes Anderson movies now.
Yeah, man. The new Ghostbusters looked okay, though. It was all right. The trailer was fine.
Yeah, it looks all right.
I didn't watch the other ones, though.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see the other one. I've seen the actual other two,
Where's
but
the
I didn't know there was
Spider-Man
another one after.
What's
after.
up, Vernon?
Where's the Spider-Man trailer?
I don't know, man. It's not coming.
There's
We got
fucking
3
action
Shang-Chi.
figures and stuff that are already coming out for
Right,
it. There's no
like-
trailer.
That movie comes out in like 4 months, 3 months.
And there's no
trailer?
trailer.
I don't
No,
need it. You're going to see
Probably
it.
can't give you one without spoiling all fucking Tobey Maguire coming back, Doc Octopus coming
I
back.
already know all of this though. Just give me the trailer.
Just give me the trailer.
And like, I feel like there's all these theories out there as to why they didn't do it yet. And there's like, and it's super nerd shit. And they're just like, oh, they didn't do it yet because, because they wanted to wait for the end of Loki because of the multiverse thing, because the trailer has something to do with the multiverse. And then I hear all this other shit because now we're like weeks away from Loki being over and there's still no trailer. And now people are like, oh, it's going to be Spider-Man Day soon or something like that. I'm like, Spider-Man Day? What the fuck
Spider-Man
are you
Day?
talking about?
This is Spider-Man Day?
Like, I just keep, because I'm on these like Marvel pages on Facebook and shit, so I see all this shit all the time. And they're just so
I'm
funny.
excited to see the Doctor Strange, like the multiverse of madness or whatever.
Especially since they said it's gonna be like a horror movie. you
Yeah,
know?
Sam Raimi's directed it. And I mean, he's the one that did the original Spider-Mans and Evil Dead. We're watching Evil Deads this weekend. He directed all 3 of those. But I'm excited. Bruce Campbell's apparently in Multiverse of Madness. I'm excited
Really?
to see what Bruce Campbell is.
He's in
Or-
every
I'm
Sam Raimi movie.
He
man.
is. He's in every Sam Raimi movie. But I'm sure it'll be just like one tiny little part.
I don't know of everyone, but he is in a lot of them.
He was in the other Spider-Mans. Like
Is
the
he
3.
in Don't Breathe? I don't think he's in Don't Breathe at all.
I don't think Sam Raimi directed that though.
Oh,
He
I'm excited
produced
for that
it.
second one too. Even though it looks like they're making him the hero this time. I mean, I don't know about the hero.
I don't know how I felt about the trailer.
Yeah, it makes him look like he's the main antagonist.
Yeah, and this dude's a bad
protagonist.
fucking guy. I don't want.
Yeah,
I don't want to
Dude's
like
kind
this
of a
guy.
bad guy, man.
I don't know what
Chained
you're
up
talking
in
about.
his
Oh man, Don't Breathe. We told you last time we talked about horror movies. One of the best modern horror movies that come out
That'd
in
be a good
like
review to do sometime.
long fucking time, dude.
Okay.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah, the dude that directed that is the one that directed the remake of Evil Dead. A couple
Okay.
years, like in 2013.
And Sam Raimi just produced it.
Yeah, he just produced them.
I knew his name was plastered all over it.
Yeah, that's what they do now.
Yeah, yeah,
there's
famous.
just like James Wan, like the director of Conjuring or whatever produces this horror
Yeah.
movie that's coming out, and it's supposed to be the
Ain't that the
scariest
guy that
shit.
did Tokyo Drift?
James Wan? I don't know.
I
He
don't
did
think so.
one of the Fast and Furiouses.
Probably Tokyo Drift then.
I don't think he did that. I think he did one of like the newer ones. I think.
Oh.
I'm gonna look it up.
But other than that, he pretty much just does horror movies. He's the one, like his first movie was Saw, and that kickstarted the
Oh, no.
franchise. And then he did
I was wrong.
Insidious, which sparked a franchise, and then he did Conjuring, which sparked a franchise. This dude just whatever he
Does
creates.
he just do like one and then peace?
Pretty much. That's what it seems like. He like does it and like, oh, the studio's like, we can make some money off this, and they roll with it, and he'll like produce the rest of them or
He's
whatever.
like, I'll be here as a consultant and get money, but I'm not trying to direct this shit.
Like he directed the first 2 like regular Conjuring movies, and then he's like, I'm not doing a third. I'll produce it, but I'm not directing that shit. I'll do Aquaman, because I think he went out and he directed Aquaman too.
I'll do Aquaman instead.
I'll do Aquaman instead.
I want to meet Jason Momoa.
I feel like that dude can just get any job he wants right now.
Yeah.
He has a new one coming out that looks pretty cool, but it's just like another horror movie.
Bro, I
It's
want to
like
see that new like night movie.
Green Knight.
The Green Knight. Yo,
Dude,
I want to
apparently
see this
it's
shit.
amazing.
It's
Like all the
getting
reviews are coming out.
great
For it.
ass reviews.
I know.
It makes
and
you want to see it even more.
It got delayed. It was supposed to come out last year.
Isn't
and,
that
like,
the
I've
movie
been-
you sent me the trailer for?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
I've
I thought.
I've
This
been
shit-
waiting for it for a minute.
I have no idea what this. It looks like Game of Thrones, the movie type
Kind
of
of.
shit to me. Like, and I don't mean that as far as anything to do with Game of Thrones, just like the quality of it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like they took that Game of Thrones budget type of shit and put it into an entire movie.
It's an A24 movie, so it's gonna have
Oh, man.
atmosphere as fuck too. I can't wait to
man.
watch it, man.
I want to see that shit. We definitely got to review that
What
as
is
well.
this one that you were saying?
It's called
The Green
The
Knight,
Green Knight.
the Green.
It's not
Knight.
even it's not a horror movie or anything. It's just kind
Nah.
of like a.
like
I
a
guess
drama
it's based
almost.
off like an old tale or some sort.
But it's like
Huh.
like knights and shit like that era.
Yeah.
But it's got fucking what's his name? Kylo Ren. It's got who else that shit got in it? Matt Damon.
Oh
is it?
no, that's a different one. That's called The Last Duel.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about that. What the hell is
Oh,
this
I'm
movie?
talking about The Green Knight. Is the whole different movie that's getting great reviews, bro. That
It's
movie
the
looks
same
awesome.
thing though, like old timey, like
Kind of. I'll send you the trailer for it. But that one that
Okay.
you're talking about, that looks really cool. That's based on a true story.
never mind then, because I
Yeah.
don't know anything about the Green Knight.
Yeah,
I
the
thought it
Last
was a whole
Duel looks
different movie.
cool. Where it's like, I guess the story is like Matt Damon is like the king, and I guess his wife accuses his best friend of trying to rape her, pretty much. And
Yeah.
like that sparks like, oh, they're gonna believe her, they're gonna believe like Kylo Ren, which is his best friend, and then like I don't even know where Ben Affleck's in it. I
Kylo
don't
Ren.
even know where Ben Affleck, like what his role is in it.
Of course he's in it.
But it's like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Kylo Ren in like super old timey outfits with like these
Yeah,
big
bro,
beards.
it looks so funny.
It looks so weird. And then there's
It's
like
not like
big
a comedy,
flip,
but
yeah.
like it looks funny. It would be so funny to see them in these roles, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie, I was like, what is this? That looks weird. And it looks pretty
Send
good.
me-
man.
You don't gotta send me the trailer for the Green Knight. I'll look that shit up.
It's-
But I saw that shit was getting a great review as well. That shit got like a 9.
Yeah. I mean, oh man, I can't wait. Games are coming out here soon. They announced like the Back for Blood beta that's coming out here in August, I think.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
We don't need it.
You don't
we
want
don't
to play the beta?
We
Nah,
got
we got Left 4 Dead to play. We're playing the beta right now.
it. Yeah,
We
you know,
played it.
Realistically,
I have heard so many good things, and I know I mentioned this. I've heard so many good things about that New World game. I would love to be able to sink
World?
time in.
the free one.
No, it's not free. It's an MMO. Stone Mountain has been playing it. But no, it's like it's made by Amazon Games, but it's kind of like it's one of those games where, you know, like most MMOs and like Star Wars and stuff we've played, you can play it for free a little bit, but then you got to pay
Yeah.
monthly to like get the real game. This
Mhm.
game you just pay like it's like $40 and that's it. There's no like ongoing subscription or anything.
Hmm.
But it just looks
And it's
really
just like
good.
MMO,
Yeah, it's just a straight up MMO. There's like 3
Old-timey?
factions. What?
old timey.
Yeah, all the magic and shit you need.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it on PlayStation?
No, it's PC only.
Oh, this is fucking.
That Aliens one comes out here in the next couple of months, I believe.
And
Dude, I was like, because I finally won my finals in 2K, so now I'm back on the Mass Effect 2 again. So I
Bro,
took a break
I-
from Mass Effect 2 just to play through a season of 2K since I bought it.
I haven't played that shit in so long. I haven't had time to. I really want to, but man, by the time I'm done doing whatever I'm doing, it's like 12, midnight.
It took like a mission for me to get back into it. Like last night I was up for a couple hours just playing it because I was like, oh man, it feels so good to get back into Mass Effect.
Yo, that shit you sent me the other night after we were done recording, I didn't even see it till the next morning. I was just like, damn, he's still up. It was like,
what did I send you? I
you
forgot.
sent me like something about the game.
Oh,
About
I was playing
2K.
2K. Yeah, because I finished in the season, and they
Oh,
went. It was
that-
after free agency. They went out and got Kawhi and Lonzo. on the
Yeah,
Bulls.
and I was like,
what?
I answered you in the morning.
Yes. Because I was up and I was like, I think I only had one game left, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll play one game, win the
Yeah.
finals, start the next season or whatever.
I did have something else. I don't know how interested you guys are into it, but they did announce the new Dragon Ball Super movie.
I know.
Yeah, superheroes.
I'm
What do
a
you mean
little-
you don't know how much? I'm
Apprehensive.
disrespected by that. Okay, but like
Dragon Ball
that
Super
teaser,
superheroes.
that teaser was a dick tease. Like, what kind of shit
It
is that?
really
Like, how are they gonna
was.
fucking show? It was just
And you know what?
I
What's
didn't even
really
see the
weird?
teaser for it. I
It's
just saw
just-
that they had a title.
All the teaser was, you
bullshit.
remember in Broly when Goku does that little, like
Yes.
happy jump up and down? It's just that, but in CGI. That's it. That's all.
Really?
That's all the teaser
yeah, and
was.
then
But,
they showed a fucking title.
but the weird thing is, like, okay, people were getting all. I don't know if that's how the whole movie is going to be animated. That would also worry me.
Does it look like a video game or something?
It kind of looks like Fighters,
Yeah,
but less 3D, more 2D. But
Yeah,
They're gonna go into like a different dimension, and it's gonna be 3D. It's gonna be like
Like
Fairly
Budokai.
Odd Parents back in the day.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think the problem with it is going to be. I don't think it's gonna be bad, but it's going from this super action-packed movie that was Broly to I think it's gonna be more of like a laid-back slice of life kind of movie because the
but
character
what is
models,
it about?
like they've
Well,
released,
man, it's about superheroes.
they've released Piccolo, Krillin, and a young Pan. So like Pan from like the end of Z. So I think we're actually pushing like end of Z now in Super, which means we should finally be able to see Goten and Trunks as looking like somewhat grown up.
But like, is this gonna be Moro?
I don't
Like,
think it's going to
what-
have anything to do with any of that, which is kind of disappointing.
So
but
where's
That'll
my
probably be another series.
next season? Where's my season 2 of fucking DB Super?
They'd rather
Like,
do these movies.
I've been waiting. How long has it been?
We're probably gonna wait until like the
Dude.
comics and shit are done. I'm assuming
but they're
It's been,
already
like,
like
4
2
years.
sagas ahead of.
Yeah, they're
two
No.
sagas.
they're on granola now.
They're on
This
the
dude
granola
named
arc.
Granola. They're way past
Yeah.
Moro, and I'm like, why can't I get the TV show?
I
You know
feel
what
like
I'm
I
saying?
did. I remember hearing Morrow not too long ago.
Yeah, they blew past that.
Every month a new chapter comes out. And they just keep.
Yep,
Uh,
they keep rolling.
Super ended
Damn, I
in
wish
Japan.
George
in,
R. R.
like-
Martin worked that fast.
It was like 2019 that Super ended.
Yeah,
It's been
We'd have
2 or
like
3
20
years.
Game of Thrones books by now if that motherfucker worked that fast.
Man, now the Akira Toriyama used to do it weekly back in the day. He'd pump
That
out.
dude's so old now. It's crazy that
I
he can still
know.
do that. This dude forgets his own canon sometimes.
that's why he's gotta write it down.
That's why
man.
he don't
That's
do
why
it
people-
anymore. He has someone else to do
Yeah.
it.
He's like, what? How many Super Saiyans are there?
Like that's why
Make the next one
Launch
blue.
Launch
Make 'em
doesn't appear
blue.
in almost all of Z until the Boo saga because Toriyama literally just forgot she existed.
He's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that's
Yeah.
right, that's right.
Like-
Yo, but on some real shit, I'm excited to see that purple Vegeta.
Dude,
you know,
I-
like that. It would be bad as. Like,
just
I don't know
love-
if you've been seeing like shit that's been going on.
I
He, like,
haven't seen-
Is
Yeah.
kind of acquiring that God of Destruction power.
Yeah,
So-
I remember Evan said something about that.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
so Goku's been training with Whis and learning Ultra Instinct, which is a technique of
Like a
the
priest.
angels. Like
Right.
that's kind of their technique. Well, Vegeta's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. So Beerus is just like, oh, I like the way you think. You want to blow stuff up? So so it's just kind of nice that Goku and Vegeta are kind of like splitting. But
I was gonna
staying
say that
equal.
sounds really cool where they're gonna have like their own separate different
right?
Because
styles.
They're not going to be kind
before-
of just going.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not gonna be
necessarily
equals, and then like Goku one little bit ahead, they'll be kind of on their own.
just for the fuck of it.
For
You know,
gender.
that's what it is. Now it's like, okay, even if they do stay on that, okay, I'm still trying to be a little bit strong. Like now they're their own paths.
Because it
different
makes no
styles.
sense for Vegeta to like calm down and like have that kind of fighting that Goku has where he doesn't think about it, because that's all Vegeta does is think. Like that's his thing. He gets freaking angry and then just bah, 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 bah. Like that. That's how
Perfect
Vegeta
for God
does
of
it.
Destruction, man. It's a
Exactly.
good transition. It'd be cool as shit to see.
I think it'd be cool, like Endgame, and this is way fan servicey, but like Vegeta ends up being the God of Destruction, and Goku is somehow his angel or something. you know,
Yeah.
like, Goku,
That'd be cool as
Goku
shit.
and
Like he
Vegeta
was his
are Whis and-
Whis.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be awesome.
But it makes sense because Goku's just like, he don't care. He is kind of like Whis. Whis is just kind of like, he just eats food and is super
Man.
strong.
I
That's
love that
not a
shit
bad
so much.
idea, man. That would be a great ending.
I always think about like, the first couple episodes of Super when they're training with Whis, and like when he draws the thing on him, and he tells him that shit is so important, and it comes into play like so much later on. Like I always think about that shit, and like it's just to this conversation here about they're so different, you know,
Mhm.
like it's so cool. And he's just like, oh man, and maybe if he were just like a little bit more carefree, like him, kind of let go, like it just
Yeah.
things like that. I love it.
And they've actually stuck to it. It's not like something that's been forgotten about. Like
Right, it
we
paid off
talked about.
like episodes and episodes later.
There's still
Mhm.
people that like GT more than Super, and I don't understand that. I don't.
I don't understand it either because Super feels like Z to me.
Super, I get the art style. I can get it. Like the art style is not that great. I mean, the
Yeah,
ending.
I mean,
the
it
ending
is
is
what it is.
amazing. The ending,
Yeah.
like the last like 3 episodes, are just like incredible. But I get it. GT does look more like Z, but the only cool thing about GT was Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah,
That's really the only thing I like the concepts. I love the concept of Baby and the Shadow Dragons, Super 17, whatever. I don't kind of get how that worked, but whatever.
yeah. Nah, I just pushed that all out of my brain, like it doesn't exist anymore.
I do.
That's how I feel
the
about it.
ending of GT is great, though. I will give it that. That last episode where Goku's like riding on the back of Shenron and the Dragon Balls kind of like get absorbed into him, and then Pan
Mhm.
sees him. That's cool. All right, like I'll give it that.
Grandpa Goku, huh?
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
but the new
well-
movie, I don't know. It seems like it's gonna be more lighthearted and more focused on like Pan, Piccolo, Gohan, like kind of the side characters. Because a lot of people, and I think so too, with the superhero name Great Saiyan Man, like that could
Yeah.
play a big role.
You're really telling me to make a Great Saiyan movie?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my
That's
god!
my only complaint is that I'm sure to be great, but to go from Broly, which was like the most action packed, like that movie had 20 minutes of build up, and after that was just like fighting the whole
whole way.
rest of the movie.
Imagine how long that shit took to animate. You know,
It was cool seeing like the backstory on like Planet Vegeta or whatever.
that shit was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, that was the
I
first
really
time-
liked the animation in that movie.
Oh, it was amazing, and that's the other thing. They're not using the same character designs.
Mhm.
So I don't know why they're not, because that was like universally praised. Hopefully they're using them for a new series if they actually do it, but I'm excited for it. I'm always excited for new content, but I'm just kind of like, man, why wouldn't you just make Moro into a movie?
Right, that's what I'm expecting. Like that's literally what I thought it was going to be because of what's the first one called? What's the first one?
What?
The first Super movie.
Battle of the Gods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which Battle of the Gods and then Resurrection of F.
Mhm.
And, you know, so and then Brawly. So like I'm thinking like, oh, they're just gonna do. Even though Brawly wasn't really, that was kind of like an original thing, right?
Yeah,
Because that wasn't in the manga.
They mention it in the manga, like right after the Tournament of Power, and right before the Mora arc. Well, in the beginning of the Mora arc, they mention like 6 months ago we fought some crazy Saiyan named Broly. Like that was all
Nice.
they just mentioned it, but that was it. So like it just
Cool.
yeah.
That's really cool though. I didn't know that.
So he
I
is
thought they
canon
just
in
totally
both
ignored it.
in both worlds. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So maybe there'll be a spin-off where they actually focus more specifically on that in the manga. But like anyway, I just it makes sense. Give me a Moro movie. If you're not gonna give me seasons, give me the movie. Nope.
Yeah, if you're not gonna give me a show, give me something.
Nope.
But I'll take what I can get. I don't mind. I'm just glad they're still pumping out content.
They're a bunch of fucking assholes. I'm getting older. It's taking forever, man. Like what the hell? I'm getting
Man,
old.
To be fair,
That's what
we've
it's like
had
waiting for the last 2 fucking Game of Thrones books,
I
man.
was just gonna
Waiting.
say,
When's the winner's been? It's been like 10 years since
Been like
the
10
last book
years.
came out.
Dragon Ball
10
is
years
working on a
since
131
Dragons came out.
episode series and then 4 movies, while Game of Thrones hasn't even gotten its like 7th or 6th book yet. When did
There's only 2 books left.
when
Like,
was
you
the
just
last
gotta
book
write
released? 2011.
2011. Yeah, 10 years. Dance of
Okay.
Dragons.
Oh my god.
The first book, like the original Game of Thrones book, first one came out in like 96, I think, or 95.
That's never getting done. What is he doing?
Chilling.
He's doing all this other shit. He's developing shows for HBO.
He's chilling.
He helped make that Elden Ring game that's coming out.
He's probably just like, man,
Nah, he's
I don't know
chilling,
how I'm
bro.
gonna rewrite that ending, so I'm just gonna
In
quit.
between of all this other bullshit that he's developing, he'll write like a page or 2 probably.
the
Nah, he's
From what-
chilling.
From what he keeps saying, he says the When's a Winner itself is going to be huge. Like he said, the book's going to be huge. And I mean,
at this point,
all of them are pretty big already.
He's yanking
But
your chain.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to get it, man.
He's lying to you. He's chilling.
Lying.
He's got so much money. He's chilling. He's
The
like,
only
yeah,
thing I can think of is
call
he's
me.
trying to write both of them. That way they'll all be done before he like. That way,
that's
if
a
he gets
good
one out,
point.
then he won't be like, all right, then I'm gonna have to write the last one. It's gonna take another 10 years. He's just gonna write it all now. That way he releases one, wait a little while, release the other one.
He probably doesn't want to screw it all up either.
If that.
He doesn't want to
Or
write
else, like, the
write the Winds of Winter, and then when the last one comes out, he's just like, man, I put myself in a bind. He probably wants to plan it out perfectly, so that way
Well, I think he's changing shit.
I better.
Yeah, I think seeing what the reaction was to the series, he's like, he said he's like, I'm not changing much, but I think he's gonna be changing a lot because there's no way nobody's gonna know what are you gonna change.
I've said it a million times. I'm okay with the ending. I just hate how we got it. Like, if that's how the story was supposed to be told, I wasn't told the story in between. That's all. That's my only complaint.
With the books, there's just so much more too on top of what like so much you didn't see in the show. So I mean, it's gonna. I don't know, man. Like it's like what we were saying. Who was like he probably doesn't remember everything over the years of like all these hundreds of characters in this book or whatever, or like all the different little storylines. He probably has to have someone helping him along with that shit too.
He needs a Toyotaro. Just
Yeah,
like Akira Toriyama does.
exactly.
He
He
needs
needs
someone
somebody
else
there
to do
helping
it.
his ass. He's like, nope. He probably still writes with a typewriter.
I'd be like, no, Tyrion does still exist. You didn't kill him off yet.
So who's Tyrion?
Tyrion.
Oh, that guy. Shit. I gotta rewrite all this.
I didn't kill him yet. Damn it. Freaking George R. R. Martin.
Alex disappeared.
Yeah, Alex is gone.
Alex on. He left the light on though. He left the tap that light on.
He still
Left
left the
the
neon sign on.
Gone but not forgotten.
Oh man, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else, or
That's all I
anything
have,
else you
man.
really want to chat about?
I was gonna talk about Zelda Breath of the Wild, but Alex isn't here.
He's the only other person that's played it.
That's yeah. Just because I was gonna say that, like I started playing it again, and I think I like it more than I did before. Like I didn't like it before, that's why I stopped. And I think picking it up, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm finding what's good about it until I don't. Like I was actually stuck on a boss last night for like an hour, dude. I was getting pissed. I was like, gotta beat him, and I don't like because there's no order for like you can kind of go where you want.
Yeah,
And like it doesn't tell you if you need to be a certain level or anything. You just gotta kind of figure out stuff for yourself. And that was a big thing I didn't like about the game was literally you gotta pretty much figure everything out yourself. It doesn't handhold you. Like for
Yeah.
quests, sometimes it'll give you a marker to go to, but sometimes it's like, I don't know, figure it out.
did you see?
They're just like talk to people or whatever, figure it out. And I don't like that shit. I'm like, I don't got time for this. Tell me where to go.
Did you see the Did you see the challenge that the person did? Did one of you guys share this? Where they did the entire Breath of the Wild run, where like a game of Snake, where they can't.
No.
So there, I guess there's a setting. I don't know because I never played it, but there's a setting where it tracks your movement on the map.
Oh, and you
So-
can't overlap.
They did the entire game where they didn't overlap a single step. So that way on
That's
the map
crazy.
it looked like a game of Snake.
I didn't see that. No, that's crazy.
The only thing that it didn't like, if you're in like a dungeon, that it doesn't actually count your steps because it's not in the
Oh, okay.
overworld. So you're allowed. That's the only time you're allowed to be like go crazy,
Yeah.
or in buildings and stuff. But
Yeah.
the
It's a
big
lot, man.
problem, I guess, was like they'd have to wait for like an NPC to walk to them because like they couldn't walk like 10 steps forward, so they had to
Mhm.
wait for an NPC, and they said they'd have to wait hours for someone just to
Oh my
walk over.
gosh. That's nuts.
But they did it. They did the entire thing as a game of Snake.
Yeah. It's a big game, man. And that's the problem with what I
Mhm.
was saying before is like it doesn't handhold you.
Yeah.
With such a big sandbox game, it's hard to just like try to figure out where you need to go. Like, all right, dude, I don't have the time. Like, I just want to sit down and play this game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sit here for an hour trying to do one mission just because I'm trying to figure out where to go or whatever. I don't know. But now that I'm kind of like, as of right now, if I come across some side missions I can do, I'll do it. But like, I'm just trying to run through this shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to like the main areas doing these shrines or whatever. But yeah, I was on a boss last night where I was getting to the same part of the boss fight where his health was like super low. And then he just goes and kicks it into overdrive where he's just like gumming at you, just aggressive, going full aggro at you.
yeah.
And like if you block him, if you don't like time the block right, it'll like either break your shield or you'll drop your shield, and which leaves you
Oh.
open to another attack. But either that or you have to time a perfect like block, or you have to do like a perfect backflip, and it does like a slow motion where you can kind of go in and like attack them a bunch of times.
yeah.
Whereas like after like an hour of trying, I finally got it where I was able to like time it right, where I was just avoiding his like attacks, where I was able to beat him. And it was, man, it's been a while since I've had a boss fight like that where I was like, yes, finally I fucking beat this. Like I was so hyped. Like I don't know, man. I'm finding the good parts about the game. I'm
Yeah.
finding some enjoyment until I don't. Until I reaches a part where I'm like, all right, I'm sick of this. I'm putting the shit back down.
I'd like to give it a shot someday. I just gotta get it.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like people love it, man. Some people think it's like the best game Nintendo's ever made. Like it's a masterpiece. I wouldn't go that far. I think it's an okay game. I don't think it's a good Zelda game.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if they would have made it something else and it's not Zelda, it would have been a good game. But like to me, it just doesn't feel like Zelda. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But then again, I don't know. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy.
I was playing a little bit of Sword today. I'm trying to get through that still.
Sword's good, man.
It's good. I don't have the time to get it. And then I get on it and I'm like, what was I doing? And then I
Yeah.
wander around the wild area, and then I just keep trying to like just catch things. And then I'm like, I should
Gotta
probably go through the
them.
story.
Stories, do the gyms and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like how much there's so many cutscenes in these games, and it's like
Yeah.
they walk you through the entire story, and I'm like, dude, when I was 5
Want
years
some
old,
freedom.
they dropped me into Kanto, and I had to figure out if Saffron City was the 4th, 5th, or 6th gym. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like,
They're trying to add a ton of different like story elements to it.
and I get it. Don't get me wrong. It does make you more for a good storytelling narrative, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little.
We'll
Old
see,
school
because
with that.
apparently that game that they announced earlier this year looks
Mhm.
like a Breath of the Wild version of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So who knows how that'll turn out? I forget what it was called.
I think it might fit better in that world because, in Zelda games, it seems like you do have a set progression that you're supposed to take. Whereas a
Most
Pokemon
of the
game,
time.
in real life, you would just be dropped anywhere. You'd be coming from wherever, and you'd have to explore the world. Like I
Yeah.
think it makes more sense in that environment.
And if there's any Nintendo fanboys that are on here to correct myself, the original, all the other Zelda games don't handhold you either. But in a huge, massive sandbox, open map environment, it doesn't help. Where it's like an open world, like third person game. Whereas the other Zeldas are like a top down. Yes, it's kind of sandboxy, but with Breath of the Wild, you can literally go and kind of create your own route and kind of proceed the game how you want to. Where the other ones are kind of like, okay, you have to go to here to get to
Yeah.
here to unlock this ability to go here type of thing. Where I don't know. It's
You
just-
have like checkpoints. Like you need the Deku leaf for something.
yeah,
going
you need
forward.
something to get to
Yeah.
the next area to do this or whatever.
You get
whereas
somewhere and
this
you're
is
like, damn
like-
it, I need the boomerang.
Yeah.
Then you gotta
Well,
find the
here where you
boomerang.
can just go somewhere and then you're like, okay, I'm stuck. And then you get later in the game, you're like, oh, this would have been nice if I would have used it on this last part or whatever that I did.
Yeah.
Where there's like, I'm sure there is a best way to go about it, but it doesn't tell you that. You're just like, okay, you can go out and do these if you want. I don't know, man. I like the Zelda games, but Breath of the Wild, it's good. It just doesn't feel Zelda to me. It doesn't hook me. I'm ready. I'm gonna get that Skyward Sword remake though. That just came out on Switch though. Eventually,
I never played the original
that
one. I
never
haven't
have
actually played many Zelda
I didn't
games,
have
to be
Wii.
honest. No.
it came out on Wii.
The Wii. Man.
The Wii.
The Wii was weird. The
You know, what was even weirder. The Wii U.
Wii U was just like the Wii
Nothing
underwhelming.
Like, Wii underwhelming.
I get it. I mean, I don't know. The Wii U is just why not? I don't know.
I don't know. And they didn't really have much for it at the time either.
But the Wii is
great
also
thing
one of
on
like,
it
the
was
best
just like,
selling Nintendo consoles of all time.
oh
which is
yeah, it has a
crazy.
ton of great games too.
But
Had
like,
a lot of great memorable games. The Wii U did not. It just had everything you could get on the Wii U.
Wii Sports carried the Wii, I think.
I mean, yeah, Wii Sports is technically like one of the best-selling games of all time
Because it
Or
came with
something.
the Wii.
because it was a pack-in game.
Does that
yeah.
even count?
I mean, the original Super Mario Brothers was a pack-in game with the original Nintendo,
And okay.
and it's up there as one of them. I mean, you can.
I just feel like that's kind of cheating. Like, well, if you want
It
a
is.
console, you got to buy our game. Like,
It is. I mean, like, I think that's what happens with those kind of games. Like, I think the original Halo was at one point a pack-in game with the original Xbox.
yeah.
I remember my brother. That's what my brother got. It came with the Xbox.
Not
Yeah.
like an exclusive, but like that's just what they gave you.
I mean, Halo wasn't exclusive to Xbox, but yeah, I mean that's
They were like a
That was a
special
pack-
edition, like how I bought
Yeah.
Destiny, like the
Yeah.
Destiny version of the PlayStation 4. But that's not.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Halo version of the original Xbox was just like, all right, here's your copy of Halo with the
Okay,
Xbox.
okay.
Like that came in the box with the Xbox.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a special edition Xbox or anything. But
It
yeah,
was just like, well,
I
we
mean,
gotta give you something to
with
play.
pack-in games.
And
Or you
Well-
could be like Skyrim and GTA 5, where you're like GTA 5 is one of the best-selling games of all time, and they just keep re-releasing it. So is Skyrim.
you're gonna buy a next gen console now, and they're just gonna be like, well, here's your copy of Skyrim for this gen. Every gen you
For this-
go, you're just gonna get
Nope.
your.
They're not gonna give it to you. You got to pay
Oh,
for
that's
it.
right.
$60. $60 for the next copy of Skyrim. There. I'm interested in seeing what Rockstar does with the next gen GTA 5 that they're releasing later this year.
I'm
Like
just-
if they're gonna make it full price, or if they're gonna like give a discount to people that have it.
I don't care. I just give me GTA 6 at this point.
They're working on it supposedly.
It hasn't the rumors been Vice City?
The rumor is that there's like Vice City and like 2 other huge maps.
Ooh.
Like it's like 3 cities apparently.
I mean, we're in Gen 5 now. Like, let's get.
There was like a YouTube video I watched. It's like looks like someone that works within Rockstar or whatever. They're showing like an early ass like development video,
Mhm.
and it's like this super detailed plane flying, and it looks like a photographic Miami, like Vice City, and it
Oh,
looks
okay.
amazing. And you can see like all the lines and like the different numbers and shit on the video. Like you could tell it's in like the works, and it looks so cool. Like it looks like at least Vice City is back in this one.
I mean,
for
GTA 5 looked amazing, in my opinion. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but they were saying like it's possible that like it's Vice City and Los Santos and the Vegas one from like San Andreas,
Jeez.
or they're putting Liberty City back in it with Vice City. Like who knows?
That'd be crazy. I mean, even 2 maps. I mean,
Yeah,
GTA
I don't know.
5
I
is
don't.
one
I
big
have
ass
a
map.
feeling we're not getting that for a while. We're not getting that for like till like 2024 or 2025.
Yeah, until right before the next gen consoles are released. So that
It's
way
like
they can get a year or two on the PlayStation 5. So that way when the PlayStation 6 comes out, then they can release the new one there.
I don't know. Rockstar, man. I wish they made more games. Like-
They just made more games.
I do. Like, 'cause they're such a good developer, and they just it seems like they're just like GTA and Red Dead now. And like they haven't released like an original like new IP in a while. So I mean, I'm interested to see if they ever do.
Why bother when the $80 shark card is one of the highest bought things on Steam? Like,
I don't know. I mean, there was the rumor that like Bully 2 has been in the works for like years. I don't know, man.
I noticed that the other day. I was just browsing this Steam's like best selling list, and it was in like the first or second page. It was Megalodon $80 shark card. I'm like, are
Oh
you
my
kidding me? Not just
That's
like the $5.
How much does it give
shark
you?
card. What's that?
How much does it like give you in game?
Probably not even that much. People spend $80 store. I bet it's like right here.
If I'm spending $80, it better give me like millions of dollars.
No, they wouldn't do that.
You don't think?
No, they would just give you like a couple million, or not a couple million, like 1 million. I bet. Let's see. I know it's like right here. Yeah, there it is. I'm on the first page. 84. Oh, it's on sale. It's normally $100.
Oh, okay. How much? How many does it give you? Is it like 8?
It
I
just
saw 8 million on
says-
here when I looked it up. I don't know if it's fact or not.
I need to confirm my age because it might contain nudity. Oh, it doesn't even say. Okay. This is the Megalodon. This is the biggest one. 8 million.
8 million for $100.
For
normally?
$100. 8 million.
Jeez. That'll get you a boat, nice ass boat.
I don't even think that would
A
buy
yacht.
you a yacht, to be honest.
You don't think so?
I don't think. I think
That's
it's like
fucked.
11 million.
I should be able to buy every car in the game spending $80,
Oh, man.
or every vehicle. But anyway,
All right, guys.
let's wrap it.
I think we got to wrap
Vernon
this up.
looks
Tie a
like he's
bow on it.
sleepy.
Vernon is about to sleep.
Tired, man.
He's already asleep. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned next week for episode 53. If you haven't already, obviously we've mentioned a million times. Please subscribe, like the video if you haven't already. If you want to listen in and you don't want to watch it, be sure to check us out on your favorite podcast listening service. We're most likely on there.
On Spotify,
Be sure to check out Squad Pod Sports. They had a special guest.
Sarah Marshall.
There we go. Yeah, be sure to check that out if you're interested in the sports podcast.
Yeah, it was a great episode. Yeah.
I'm glad it went well. I saw that there was a guest and I don't remember you guys talking about it in the group chat, so I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of nice. I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
she's like, she writes not for the Patriots, but she writes about the team.
Oh, okay.
Or like I forget what it is offhand.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's awesome, man. She was a great guest, very knowledgeable. She was teaching us, like she was saying some players that I don't know about, man. She knew like the deep depth chart, it seemed.
Awesome. That's
Yeah,
good.
she's very knowledgeable. Great guest. Go check it out.
Be sure to
Good
check
podcast.
that out. But yeah, be sure to tune in to Squad Pod Sports, or not Squad Pod Sports, freaking Squad Night.
Squad Night.
We already talked
Left 4
about Squad
Dead.
Pod Sports. We're getting close to beating the original Left 4 Dead, and then we're gonna go right into Left 4 Dead 2. So be sure to check that out. I'll probably get yeeted off a roof again next week.
Yeah,
so
it
be sure
happens
to
every
watch.
night.
Every night.
Now that we got the Chargers in the game, it's just bound to happen.
It's a sure thing.
But yeah, be sure to check out any of the reviews that get posted. And Alex has tapped that, who's still here running Skype apparently.
Alex sends his regards.
Yeah, really.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's. Do we have Reigns of Casimir playing in Alex's house right now? But all right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
See you, everybody.
Peace out.